Howdy, howdy. Saturday again. I look at the Firebird because I think about a month and a half ago, we did the transmission fluid. We pulled some out with the pump, put some more fluid and some Lucas, trans slip fix, whatever. And for whatever reason now, when it's cold, any shifts, park to reverse to drive are very, very hard and just kind of a lurch. So I don't like that. I don't want to mess up don't really want to put a transmission in it. So I got some extra fluid. I got a filter kit, so we're going to pull the fluid out with the pump, but then we're going to go underneath and just pull the pan down, take a look, see what's going on, make sure, see if I moved anything, mess up any wires, or maybe I just put a little bit too much of the Lucas in and it's just too thick for when it's cold. But I just don't like the way it feels, so just be real preventive and see what happens. So, but that's the intro for today, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so we got the pump ready. Got it cleaned up so that get a limited amount of dirt in there as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and siphon out, or not siphon, but pump out as much as we can. And then we'll get underneath and pull the pan down, put a new filter in, put the new gasket on, tighten them back up, and we'll try it again. One other possible issue is I might have too much fluid in here. That's a possibility. I thought I had it right, but maybe not. So we got the extra fluid from when Miles had its little hiccup there, where that line popped off. So I figured we'll give this a try and just rule out if there's any issues and go from there. We'll keep you posted. Alright, we're up under here. Thankfully the pan's pretty dry, really. I take a look at this the jack too. This thing is really, for 200,000+ miles, it's really pretty clean. And we're not usually super light on it, but I mean, just some seepage here. That oil pan, you can tell rear main's leaking a little bit. Kind of curious if this mount is any issues there. The pan itself's nice and dry though, so we'll get it draining here. I'm gonna see if I can, before I drain it, I'm gonna see if I can wiggle the mount here any, just to see if maybe the harshness is from the mount, but I don't think so. All right, hang in there. Got a lot of time for a new battery. Thankfully that low profile jack works pretty well. I just noticed something that doesn't make me feel real great. Those jack stands are just holding it by one prong. Yeah, I might put a little pressure from the jack on there, just to be a little safer. And I'll probably do that before I wiggle the transmission. Just saw that. Oops. Alright, so there's the pan. Little crud in there because of the... But not too bad, pretty sludgy. Yes, there's some sludge to it. Been a few years since I did the gasket on it, so... But we'll do this. But I think a closer inspection, I think that that reverse, that hard shift when it was cold, was not it wasn't necessarily a transmission issue. It was actually the mount. So we'll take a look here and show you. I didn't really notice it. I was at a bad angle. I didn't really notice until I was going around getting the bolts off. But yeah, there you go. Most of it is gone. So I think that's the biggest issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll see if O'Reilly's has one. But this one from the Suburban is in decent shape, and it's a one hole. So I'm really kind of thinking it might be worth giving it a try. It looks really similar. I think that's what we're gonna try. Recycle it. They almost look identical. I'll take a little bit more better, closer look, but we'll get the pan back on and a new filter in, a new gasket and everything. Looks clean in there. So original, for as far as I can tell. I'm the third owner. The guy before me only owned it for about a year, so an older couple had bought it before him. That was 2015, so, and I think I got it with 160,000 on it, something like that. So it's got 200 something on it now. So, but yeah, the mount, I'm pretty sure the mount's the biggest problem. So I'm gonna put the camera down here and kind of look, but I think our mount will be fine. So I'm just gonna get this bracket off here, gotta loosen that first, and then support this. I'll probably just put a jack under here with a piece of wood and support it, and go from there. But yeah, we might have that fixed. I need to redo that LED bulb up there too, because I had the HIDs in, and for whatever reason, I don't know if I just bought cheap junk, but both ballast and bulbs and all that junk went out. So we're just gonna go back to the LED. That one's all burned out. Let me show you. Not even working. So we'll get that fixed, and kind of Firebird day, really. This little stuff. Yeah, see, it's just kind of flickering on there, and then it goes out. I'm just tired of messing with it. I don't know what it is, but I'm tired of messing with it. So we're gonna, look at that mold. Got some mold growing on there. Parked too much. The whole COVID's made it so I'm not driving it as much. Plus I did a lot of work this summer. So, enough complaining. You all have had issues to deal with too. So because of the plague, so I gotta deal with it together. Here is the old transmission mount. Yeah, it came off in a couple pieces. So yeah, and we're gonna use our super clean to clean up this cross member. Thankfully, it's one 15mm nut. Remember to brace your transmission. I used a piece of 2x6 and a jack and just lifted it off. 2 15mm bolts to hold that on. We're going to clean that up. But as you can see, the mount from the Suburban is exactly the same. Mounts for everything, and this thing's in pretty good shape. So I don't have to make a trip to the store, and since I know how relatively easy it is to fix, we're just going to swap that one on there. And I'm fairly confident. I know the transmission probably could use a rebuild, clutch material and all that. I think the bulk of our issue was this right here with that cold when you moved into reverse and then back in the park and whatnot. So which is bad for the U-joints too, the rear end, all that's bad if it's not absorbing correctly. So that was the culprit, I'm sure. We're going to go ahead and get that cross member cleaned up and then get it back all together and top it off with the fluid and probably go take it for a drive, see what it does, and hopefully it'll be good to go for right now. So as you can see, portions of this video, it's not sponsored by Super Clean, but we are representing Super Clean because they were 4 months ago, they were nice enough to send us all of that awesome Super Clean products. We'll have Bear stick a tag or something up in the screen so you'll see it, and it's still my favorite product to use. I mean, just the the different foaming sprays. The aerosol is one of my favorites. I don't use it as much because I want to save it and keep it for a rainy day, which is stupid, but this way I think. But the concentrate's what I use the most, and I'll just use it full, no watering down. I'll, you know, take it from a 1 gallon jug or the 2.5 gallon from Walmart and just fill up my 32 ounce squirt bottles and go to town without, you know, without thinking about it. Just soak everything. So they sent us nice hats, this cool shirt. We got the sticker on the door of the shop area. So big thanks to Super Clean for sending us that. But it's just really a great product too. So they've got the floor absorbent. That's something I still haven't used yet. What's going to be cool is to go back underneath, because I pumped out most of the transmission fluid, so there was very little that actually spilled on the ground. So that'll be pretty cool. So I don't think I left much of a mess compared to usual. But anyways, big thanks to Super Clean, and encourage you to go check some out, or, you know, let me know what one of your favorite cleaners are that you found really works for you. Lots of different stuff out there, and everybody kind of has their favorite, you know. So I just started using that and was really happy with it. And you know, brake clean works really nice, but it's so smelly. It's, you know, kind of gets expensive, and it really stings if you shoot it the wrong place, and, you know, takes off paint. So the Super Clean I'll use for, you know, greasy parts, and even clean off myself. Just, you know, spray it and wipe down, rinse off. So good product. But anywho, we'll take it around the oil pressure swung way over there. I guess it's warmed up. 100 and 202, almost 203,000 miles on it. So it's doing good. Shifts feel good. Yeah, so we'll see what it does. I'll keep you updated, but so far, I'll try it tomorrow once it's cold, but I think it's pretty obvious the main issue, you know, the transport could probably benefit from being rebuilt, but the biggest issue is that crazy transmission mount. So thanks for watching. I'm going to go take it around the airport here, and we will see you later. Thanks for watching.